Hi there, welcome back, Alex, with the very first lecture of science. And the chapter name is Classification of Living Organisms. So be steady and be attentive to the screen of your laptop, computer, or mobile. Okay, we start from the definition of what is classification of living organisms. Keeping living organisms into separate groups on the basis of their similarities and differences is called classification of living organisms. Example: a sparrow is a living organism and we keep it in birds group. Why we are keeping sparrow in the bird group? Because a sparrow is a bird and we cannot keep sparrow in plants group. This is why we have kept sparrow in birds group. Also, a mango tree is a living organism and this is kept in plant group. Simple. Trees are kept in plantae groups and sparrows are kept in birds group. So this is known as the classification of living organisms. As far as you continue to the end of this video, you will understand each concept of today's topic. We can take another example for the classification. This is in the same way as you are in grade 5 and your sister is grade 6. This is the classification. We have further classification. We may have further classification for each grade, like sections, like section A for 5 grade, B for 5 grade, section C for 5 grade. So this is the classification. So this is what we call it, classification of living organism. What is an organism? We are using this word in living organism. Now what is the meaning of organism? A living creature. A living creature is called an organism. Simple. A living creature is called an organism. It can be as small as an ant or bacterium, can be as small as an ant or a bacterium, or as big as a blue whale. An ant is a living creature, so it's an organism. A bacterium is a living creature, so it's an organism. A blue whale is a big living creature, so blue whale is also an organism. So living creatures mean creatures which breathe. Living creatures mean creatures which breathe. Now we can see on the screen five kingdom system. Five kingdom system. Organisms are divided into five kingdoms on the basis of similarities and differences. Organisms are divided into five kingdoms on the basis of similarities and differences, which we have already discussed in the definition of classification of organisms. So, classification of organisms hold five kingdoms. As in a school, in a high school may have 10 classes, so those 10 classes can be considered as 10 kingdoms of that school. In the same way, five kingdoms are there in the classification of organisms. We have a question here: name for five kingdoms system. These are Monera, Monera, Protista, Protista, Fungi, Fungi, Plantae, Plantae, and Animalia. And Animalia. I have repeated these words for you. These are single like Monera number 1, Protista 2, Fungi 3, Plantae 4, Animalia 5. So these are five kingdom systems which are in the classification of organisms. So all kind of organisms fall in these five groups, which are Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, Animalia, and all of these are making a kingdom system. Okay, with this video there is also a PDF file which contains many short questions and the MCQs questions as well, through which you will understand much more. That will be received to you through the WhatsApp. Five kingdom system. Now we discuss in detail about five kingdom system. The organisms have been divided into five kingdoms on the basis of similarities and differences. The names of kingdoms are Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, and Animalia, as we have discussed earlier. Number one, Monera. These organisms are made of one cell. What is one cell? Meaning, organisms are made of many cells like blood cells, tissues. They also have skin, bones. But Monera only holds one cell in its construction. Their structure is very simple. Because why is their structure very simple? Their structure is very simple because they are only made of one cell. These include bacteria. Bacteria is an example of Monera. Bacteria is the plural form. Singular form of bacteria is bacterium. Bacteria, this is the difference between bacteria and bacterium. Bacterium is a singular form and bacteria is a plural form. Bacteria are found everywhere or bacteria are found everywhere on earth. And please do consider the highlighted marks, highlighted sentences which I have highlighted here. These are very important to understand the concept. Bacteria are found everywhere on earth. Some bacteria can prepare their food. Many bacteria obtain food from other organisms and dead bodies. Some bacteria have the capability to prepare their own food, but there are many bacteria which rely on other organisms as well as on other dead bodies for their food. Some bacteria cause diseases in plants and animals, and even in human beings too. Bacteria can cause diseases in plants and animals. So in this topic, bacteria lies in Monera kingdom, and bacteria is made of one cell. The singular of bacteria is bacterium, and bacteria is found on earth, and many bacteria can produce their own food, but many of them also rely on other organisms and dead bodies too, and some of the bacteria cause diseases in plants and animals. And whenever we become system of different kind of six, there may be a bacteria which can be reason for our sickness too. As given on this screen, second kingdom is Protista. Most of them live in water. This kingdom includes amoeba, paramecium, and algae. And the example for the algae is Spirogyra. Spirogyra is the example of algae, whereas algae is the example of Protista. Also, paramecium is the example of Protista. Also, amoeba is the example of Protista. But remember, bacteria is the example of Monera. So, amoeba, paramecium, and algae are Protista, and algae's example is Spirogyra. Amoeba and paramecium are made of one cell. Just like bacterium, amoeba and paramecium are made of one cell. Okay, Algae may consist of one or more or many cells. As I have told you earlier, that there are many cells any organisms in their construction. So algae may consist of one or many cells. Algae are found in rivers, ponds, and oceans, as it is told in the very earliest sentence of Protista. Most of them live in water, and so algae are found in rivers, ponds, and oceans. They have chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a cell which gives the capability to any organism to produce its own food without relying on any other organism. So this is the definition of chlorophyll. So most of the protista live in water, and amoeba, paramecium, algae are the examples of protista. Spirogyra is the subclass, like any class section. So Spirogyra is the example of algae, like bacteria, amoeba, and paramecium has only one cell, and algae may be consisted of one or many cells. Like said in the very earlier sentence of this paragraph, that protista live in water, so algae are found in rivers, ponds, and ocean. Algae also have chlorophyll, as I have given the definition of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the capability of producing food without relying on any other organism. Well, this is the end of today's lecture, and there is do remember that there is also a PDF file which is related to this lecture, and there is also uh, a exercise for you to do, and that exercises will give you too much aid in memorizing this. So in that PDF file, there are too many there are multiple choice questions, and a few short questions which will help you a lot in memorizing this lecture concepts, and also follow the instructions which are given in that PDF file. Till then, take care. Thank you.